Well, good morning. Hey, if you're just now finding us, I'm Spanky, and this is Spanky's Hot Rods and Customs, where we build hot rods the easy way, simple tools, do it at home, and get professional results. I also carry you guys around to car shows and events, and sometimes we even dabble in other stuff, but it's 99.9% hot rods or just other cool stuff. So hey, let's go see what's going on in the shop. I've got appreciate anybody that watches any of my corny videos, and I promise you, whether it's a Porsche, a motorcycle, a Volkswagen, or a hot rod, I'm gonna try to share some useless knowledge with you. Anyway, today's the day I'm working on my Porsche. The Porsche is pretty much stripped down on the front end. Now I know on camera this all looks like a disaster, but what I'm doing over here, I've got these brand spanking new. Brand new, ready to weld in right there, straight from Porsche. So what I gotta do is find the spot welds, drill these out, and get it ready to go. Now what I'll probably end up doing is go ahead and cutting this section off, and then where the flange is, where it's spot welded, I'll probably go ahead and get my little die grinder, 3-inch wheel, and come in here and just shave all this down to where it's flush. And that way I'm not drilling holes all down through here. But for the most part, this is pretty solid. This fender extension right here is the only rusted part on the whole body on both sides. Over talking it. Let's keep grinding. All right, so this is what I was talking about. I left the flange. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and take my grinder with a light wheel on it, probably about a 180, maybe an 80 grit, and knock the rest of that down. It's super thin. Then I'll know exactly where I need to put the other piece. Plus I'll go ahead and put a mark up here, a witness mark at the top, witness mark at the bottom. Of course, it's just going to be the rocker. All right, so you can see how that flange just disappeared, and you can still see the spot welds in there that were left behind. Go ahead and test fit the piece that we're gonna weld in. See how that fits. I left enough at the top where I can see where it's gonna go, and I'll go back and adjust that. Gotta put some spot weld holes in it. We're gonna knock down all of that E-coat. After I get the holes fixed right there and right there, I'll go ahead and put weld through primer on all that bare metal. I'll also grind down the back side of this where it meets it, and I'll go ahead and put weld through primer on that also. All right, so the next step, we gotta put this floor in. So let's cut the old floor out and take our time. And now that we've got that cut out, we're gonna go ahead and start spot welding the new floor in, and then we'll fully weld all the seams in a butt weld so that you'll never know that we were here. This is the structure of the car, so do it right. Woo, I tell you what, if that wasn't just a little bit of work. Now I'm gonna go back and weld it from the top side, and that way I'll know I've got excellent coverage. It's welded in, no pinholes. If I do this, I can go ahead and grind the bottom side and the top side, and it'll make it look like it's never been done. Now, I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody, but hey, it'll be done right. From here, I gotta weld the inside, and then we'll finish up from the bottom side, and then we'll do the pan on the front. Okay, since we moved on from the floor, got that finished, show you that shortly. I've loosened all the bolts on the front end, the front suspension. Pretty much everything is held on by like 8 bolts. 3 on each corner in the front, 1 in the back. So let's lower this transmission jack and see if the suspension moves. All right. Well, got the suspension out. Now it's time to start cutting this pan out. And Mother Nature has done a lot of that for me already. I'm gonna leave the rack in for now. I'm gonna use those two mounting holes to help line the suspension back up with the two holes in the back. And that way I can make sure that I get my suspension back in the exact spot where those three holes are right there. So let's get this cut out. Yeah, those holes aren't supposed to be there, thanks to the battery. And the battery sits in this corner right here. The battery sprung a leak, leaked all the acid down that channel. It's not a channel anymore. And the rubber undercoating that you see, the bumpy rubber undercoating, caught the acid and just ate the steel out. It's a shame. All right, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. All right, so here we're gonna have to burn off all the old factory undercoating so we can get a weld that will penetrate. And now to drill out the spot welds on the suspension pan so we can remove the last piece. All right, so what I've done so far, I drilled out all those spot welds, and look at all those spot welds. My goodness. So that helped me get the old panel off and pretty much save the front panel. We'll weld the new panel on inside those spot welds, grind them down. You'll never even know it. I've test fitted and trimmed the back off of the new suspension pan. So I've taken a bunch of measurements from where the suspension pan bolts on to the new part and to the old part. And I think we're right on the money. There's not very much adjustment on these suspension pans, and you need to be right on because that's where the car tracks down the road. And this is a Porsche, so it's very important that we get it right. All right, so from here, what I'm gonna do is trim this pan to fit the old pan and get it ready to weld in. Remove it, do our weld through primer, and then we'll put it back in place and get it welded in. And then, hey, we'll test fit the suspension, hope, cross our fingers that everything is working right, and then we won't have to cut it back out. Then I'll clean up all the rest of this undercoating, get it all stripped down, prime, seal, paint the new undercoating on. All right, I made it sound easy. Let's see how easy it is. All right, so you can see I removed the brake, strut, steering arm off of the suspension rack that goes up underneath the front. I guess you'd call this a suspension rack, the front suspension, torsion tubes. So what I'm gonna do now that this is lightweight, that's not been welded in, I've got some self-tappers, screwed it in, got my clamps on, fixing to remove the clamps and go ahead and test fit this into the suspension area. Make sure that I don't need to move the pan around, because once I weld it in, that's it. I gotta cut it back out if this won't fit. So let's double check that, see how it looks. And yeah, then we'll weld that thing in. All right, so there's a look from the inside, the new suspension pan. You won't be able to see any of the welds in here. Now after this suspension pan's in, we've got a few little blemishes here and there that I've got to go back and fix, where the battery acid ate that section right there up. I've got new parts for that, and if I don't have the new part, I'll make it. You can see all around the front on the body seam where I've matched up the new part with the old part, or with the body. Looks like it matches really well. It fits really, really good. Let's get this thing welded in. Okay, now the important part. All this bare metal right here needs to be primed. And this is not a etching primer, this is a weld through primer. Clean your metal off, put the weld through primer on. It is very important when you're putting these panels together like this and you're welding them. You don't want the two bare metal surfaces to touch without any primer on. So I test fitted it, I put the rack, I'm gonna call it a rack, a suspension rack up underneath it with the torsion arms. Everything fit fine, it's ready to weld, but now I need to go ahead and hit it with this, let it dry, and then we'll come back and we'll start welding in all the plug welds, the seams and stuff around the edges. Also, while I've got it down, I'm gonna go ahead and punch the holes along the lip right here so that we can hit the welds on that, spot welds on that lip. So I know some of my hot rod crew, y'all don't care much about the Porsche. I've got Porsche guys that don't care about the hot rod stuff. I don't draw the line at hot rods, I don't draw the line at classic trucks, and I don't draw the line at cool air-cooled Porsches and Volkswagens. So just follow along with me. If it's nothing more than just content, watch and enjoy. If you like Porsches and you still want to learn something about welding, panel fitment, and stuff like that, it's a cool project. You may really, really enjoy it. All right, let's get back to work on this thing. Well, it's late in the day, and I've just got one more chore to finish, and that is getting some seam sealer on the Porsche. I've just got one little area here that I'm trying to smooth out a little bit more. So I got a ton of work done on the Porsche. I know you guys don't follow that Porsche very well. I've got some Porsche guys that like for me to show updates on what I've done to it. It's a simple build. It's an outlaw car. It's going to be a hot rod. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. And I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that help out on the channel, that help provide discounts for you and a little bit of commission for us to be able to buy these shirts to give you guys each month on our drawings. So let's run down the list. We've got the lug nut guys. We've got Benchmark abrasives. We've got Wellworth car care products. We got Porterbuilt mufflers, and we've got Driven Motor Oil. All of those companies will give you a discount if you use the link that we provide or the key code at checkout. Those will all be in the description. If you can't find them, message me and I'll send you that. Plus, I'll send you a little bonus if I screwed up and you can't find them. Also, follow our shopping link on the YouTube channel. It takes you to the Amazon account, and you don't have to buy anything off of our Amazon account, but if you go to Amazon, you buy something from our account, we'll get a small commission off of that. That doesn't affect your price whatsoever, but it sends us back a small commission that allows us to put money in the hat to give everybody out. We don't make any money on this channel. We try to give it all back to you guys. As always, thanks for watching. Now get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys on the next episode. I gotta go.